2020. Let's take a moment to recognize that Berkeley sits on the territory of Huchun, the ancestral and unceded land of the Chochenyo Ohlone, the successors of the historic and sovereign Verona Band of Alameda County. This land was and continues to be of great importance to the Ohlone people. We recognize that every member of the Berkeley community has and continues to benefit from the use and occupation of this land since the institution's founding in 1868. Consistent with our values of community and diversity, we have a responsibility to acknowledge and make visible the university's relationship to Native peoples. By offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm Indigenous sovereignty and will work to hold the University of California, Berkeley more accountable to the needs of American Indian and Indigenous people. We know that many of you are spread throughout the world on the land of other peoples and would like to take the time to acknowledge that ancestral history as well. Please welcome Luis Maurer, who will sing our national anthem. Please rise if you are able and kindly remove your hats.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome our keynote speaker, the 11th Chancellor of the University of California, Berkeley, Carol T. Christ.
Class of 2020. It is simply wonderful to see you again, to be with you, to say hello so we can finally say goodbye in a fitting fashion. So here we go, live and in person, commencement, take 2. Let me begin by offering my heartfelt congratulations to every member of this remarkable and resilient graduating class. Though the fates saw fit to place unprecedented and unforeseen challenges in your path, you kept your eyes on the prize You persevered, and you have prevailed. Completing an undergraduate degree at Berkeley is challenging enough in the best of times. Given what you overcame, your presence here is testimony to your remarkable accomplishment, to the true meaning of community, to the profound power of the ties that bind us together. We could not be prouder. In so many ways, your resilience is a reflection of our campus as a whole. Over the course of the pandemic, we've seen a remarkable coming together of students, faculty, staff, and alumni who have supported each other and our university. That resilience is the reason why, in so many ways, our university is emerging from this extraordinary year stronger than ever. And I believe the same will hold true for you. While this is a day to celebrate your achievement, there's no time like now to express gratitude to and for everyone who's helped you arrive at one of life's great milestones. So let's take a moment to celebrate and thank all those who have supported and stood by you through thick and thin. Behavioral and social science teach us that unsettled times of change and transformation also have the potential to facilitate personal and societal growth and learning. The things we carry with us through life are accumulated through time and through experience. And I'm certain that you're carrying from your college careers, what you're carrying from your college careers will be unlike anything any previous class has known. This may be a perilous time, but so too, it's a time of creative ferment and possibility. And that means it's prime time for you, our newest alumni. What animates Berkeley is our belief in institutional and individual agency. The notion that through the discovery and dissemination of knowledge, we can make the world a better place. These unprecedented times offer unprecedented opportunities for growth and learning about ourselves and about the communities and causes we draw strength, meaning, and support from. Now, as you stand at one of life's great crossroads, pause, reflect, and consider the road you have traveled and all that you will carry from Berkeley on the road ahead. Now more than ever, the world needs all that you have to offer as the beneficiaries of a world-class Berkeley education and experience. I'm confident that you're uniquely prepared for what awaits you. You've been taught how to learn by some of the world's greatest teachers. You value the truth and know it must be protected. You believe in science. You've been immersed in a culture that has nothing but disdain for the status quo. You know that conventional wisdom must always be challenged and that there must always be a better way. You know how to thrive, not just survive, amidst diversity of origins, identities, and perspectives. You emerge from a campus culture shaped by thousands of alumni who fought and fight for justice, equity, and inclusiveness. You're change makers at a point where change is sorely needed. You're able to adapt and persevere in the face of challenge and hardship. I can only hope that you share the gratitude I feel for these values, ideals, and aspirations that form the foundation of all that Berkeley is and stands for. Hold tight to all the things you carry from here, and may they always serve you and the world around you well. One last thing, I misspoke at the beginning of these remarks. We're not here to say goodbye, far from it. As you're now members of Cal's utterly awesome family of alumni, I should have said, until we meet again, roll on, you bears. We now wish To recognize the graduating class of 2020, please join me on stage as your name is read.
Dechin Baziljevac, Sumetha Bhatt, Watsal Mahesh Banushali,
Parul Madan,
Annalise Huavinen, Victoria C. Allen, Bianca Suzette Espinoza,
Manmeet Singh,
Jiaxing Chen, Jiaxin Chen,
Masa Sadeghi,
Mojde Farsi,
Maria Vivian Huyn,
Daryl E. Sexton,
Eduardo Jose Montalto,
Jose Roberto Zavala,
Solmaz Jumakulieva, Jian Jenny Jiang, Huichin Fu, Cookie Greenberg,
Luke Lasher,
Zoe Caroline Young, Ella Ray Warren,
Sarah Madani,
Lior Yvette Vaknin,
Molly Nolan, Corinne B. McKinley, Alexander Kihachak,
Paige Hornbaker, Savannah R. Cragen, Nikoshiana R. Goldstein,
Allegra Rose Diamond,
Dylan Rossbach,
Atul Madhugiri,
Ben Glidden,
Jameson S. Weiss,
Sarah Kate Carabuena,
April Pylon,
Ella Carey Griffith, James D. Hollingworth,
Samuel J. Levin,
Megan L. Grosbeach, Katie Hayes, John Johan Jin, Andrew Cho,
Stephanie Ortiz Sevilla,
Tiana Janae Johnson Kidd,
Sam Na, Tien-Ti Nguyen, Aaron Sen Liu,
Olivia Stazer,
Jennifer Marie Martinez, Melody Y. Lin,
Caroline Brown,
Jay Luo,
Mitchell Horn, Jessica Conser, Samuel Atticus Chaim Weissman,
Jessica Pate,
Randy R. Allred,
Omid Mirage.
Carla Williams.
Sean Butler, Shane Foley,
Louis Sutton.
Karina Mellers.
Jalissa Jang.
Randy Fan,
Juhi Mehta.
Tane Gupta,
Zhong Jun Che. Emily Ann Yang.
Jared D. Shu,
Alex D. Vergara.
Amarinder Chahal, Angela Ho,
Brunston Cheng Tao Poon. Louis Maurer.
Diksha Chaturvedi, Hannah G. Cox,
Nitzan Abraham Orr.
Huiling Chen, Aisata Kamara,
Joshua Ott.
Karthik Chandra,
Jagpinter Singh Taliwal.
Christopher P. Blay,
Khwaja Azamat Siddiqui.
Maricruz Pulido.
Katerina Schanager.
Catherine C. Faust, Iris Y. Ho,
Rohan Narayan.
Claudia Helena Johan. Sarah Rigney. Kenna Scholler. Anu Shankar.
Holly Cheek, Guinevere Hunger, Enchelim Anka Anyawata, Ansel J. Dang, Mark Anthony Alvarado, Julian Chow,
Alexander Yang. Karen Tian Yu.
Kathy Ann, Smoke K. Johnson,
Casey Davis Neto.
Haruka Tabuchi. Casey Evelyn Lee Rossmiller. Zunan Wang. Catalina Rodriguez.
Shazare T. Hassan, Neha Dabke,
Brian Yao.
Asmita Chapa, Lauren Madeline Dahl, Sai Chinhui,
Million Phoenix Lee.
Dylan Flores, Alexandra Houston,
Fernando Ramirez Weston.
Gaurav A. Kamat.
Alexander Joseph Kalitri,
Zoya Sohail Khan.
Stephanie Huerta Alvarez, Melissa Trujillo Castro, Lupita Lua Casares,
Mujtaba Taran.
Kiana Laforga.
Vishesh V. Singh.
Hector Arias.
Louis C. Pack.
Rafael Vigerio Coelho.
Samarpan Das.
Justin R. Mariano. Christy Lay.
Samantha Fang. Alexandra Hope Groscost.
Nikhil Bhatia Urasi.
Miao Lin Huang.
Amber Sarah Ye.
Christine Chen.
Priya Ravi. Vedavit R. Shetty. Vedang Tiwari. Christiane Nicole Stachel.
Emily Jean Harrison.
Preston Liu.
Goka Suwanu Nurbana.
Farhan R. Tadawala.
Tyler Lyson.
Tobias Christopher Spain. Duk Tran Turney. Shiva Shah Verma.
Maggie Camillos. Arya J. Burden Dasbach. Anya Dukor.
Cody Lambrecht. Jake O'Neill.
Chloe Bettel.
Lillian E. Wedbush. Alicia Tiano. Amanda Valacours.
Mariana Alvarez Sandoval. Mifra Hayath.
Danielle Vasquez Guevara.
John Bruce Markham. Finian Lacona.
Claire A. Smith.
Elizabeth R. Crowther. Adam Jean Forrest.
Noah Grayson Zisser. Amelia Beatrice Wilbolt Silverberg. Anthony Salvatore Rosado.
Jenna Frowine. Julie Anderson.
Alec C. Linton.
Nicholas Carey.
Ye Chan Shin. Max Wallace.
William K. Jameson. Kejie Chen. Lawrence Cheng.
Priyanka Saiprasad.
Alexander Michael Khan.
Violet Sinarker.
Bea Teresa Salud Pinoy. Audrey Charlotte Lim. Spencer Jeffrey Krause.
Santana Rougemont.
Chauncey Quam. Steffi Kwok.
Jolyn I Ching Chu. Anna Elizabeth Helser.
Nolan Pokponkiet.
Eric Chan.
Jessica Marr.
Christina W. Chan. Christopher Brandon Azali.
Jessica Mendoza.
Amritpreet Bandal.
Nelia Mozizi. Tao Tu T Lay. Jewel Michaela Prasad.
Patricia Garcia Pareda. Gabriela D. Gutierrez. Kais Shagasi. Ibrahim Chahade. Moin Ahmed. Yenkai Huang. Miguel Angel Correa Guevara.
Sydney Ann Carota.
Isabella Garcia.
Brian Zhang Mi. Koshal Partani.
Jenna Sylvia.
Valerie Lam. Ali Kazei Nazad. Nikki Lemus.
Jasmine Aurora. Ethan Bridge.
Laura Ragosa Echeverri.
Anna Pereda.
Rodrigo Fregoso Ocampo. Alexandra M. Dobson.
Dylan Lee.
Cynthia Garcia Villalta.
Lance Santos.
Allison Luna.
Daniel Adalberto España Sagastume. Andrea Nicolai Sanika Aguinaldo. Chung Gong. Elliot Genevieve Jude Galuli.
Lizette Gabriela Martinez. Paulina Maria Machi.
Ashley Bluford.
Savannah Varela.
Blessing Daramphon Ibanga James. Tracy Huynh.
Joy Idara Adem.
Tatiana Fominyam.
Reem Shamet.
Ibrahim Ibn Musa Peñalosa Balde. Abdullah Ibrahim. Nicholas Alexander Brathwaite. Mariam Abugosh. Fatih M. Ak. Khan Dogasoy. Artan Dalian.
Juju Liu. Paige Lee. Sherry Morales.
Michelle Howe.
Sydney Yang.
Christine K. Kim.
Alice Young. Michael Sol Yoon.
Michelle Megan Ngo.
Isabella Christine Flaherty.
Jenica R. Wenzel.
Catherine L. Hatala.
Aisha Youssef.
Diana Alvarado,
Natasha Vasquez Solorio,
Evelyn Hong,
Pedram Purdavood,
Keon Hushmand,
Daniel Gultum,
Andrew Santoso,
Bailey Bounds, Sina Ebrahimi, Maria Trinidad Escobar Tovar,
Matthew Dang Tran,
Sydney Ikegami, Vanessa Huyn, Michelle Huang, Alexander Gonzalez,
Rodolfo Sanchez, Tuba Wasi, Madison Tomasino Tobson,
Ali T. Ibrahim, Jade Cohen,
Bryce Julian Kennedy,
Brendan Diaz,
Stephanie Ho, Jillian Merrill Orkina Bautista,
Nicole Parastu Mirabadi,
Bea Graciela Camacho Chavez, Marcus E. Jimenez,
Elizabeth Rosmarinovska,
Jennifer Lauren Friend,
Erika Marisela Ramos,
Laura Diaz Barbosa, Beatriz A. Israde,
Audrey Kim Mai Nguyen, Arpan Powell, Angela Kwan,
Kojesta Gurbandi,
Mansi Zalavadia, Samuel Z, Giuliano Solomon Sanchez,
Joseph S. Kim,
Jackson T. Hetler, Kirby Ann Falk, Mark Gregory de la Cueva Castillo, Sine Jiang,
Michael Weisenberg, Tanvi Shrivastov, Vanessa Tran,
Erica Eugenie Pasia,
Rafael Hernandez,
Xin Yue Zhang,
Shringblu, Helen Kong,
Christine Manhua Chung,
Leon Lin, Win Pham,
Gabrielle Haggett Molina, Ehab Algaheim,
Karina Garcia Valdespino, Gustavo Alexander Valle,
Jenny Liang, Pavel Markov,
Sheila Tiffany Armin, Andre Fitters.
Sindhu Shavani Ravuri.
Deborah C. Yuan. Alexander Thomas.
Ben Chu. Ming Lung Raymond Chong.
Matthew Wong. Kuhu Singh.
Ella Rose Carroll.
Jacob Martinez.
Jacob Rousey. Lauren Cermenio.
Ben George Postumus. Emmanuel La Karuba.
Yash Agarwal. Nathaniel Brashears.
Cecilia Shaw.
Ismail Javed.
Hamza M. Khawaja.
Asher Sayed Ali.
David T. Temprano. Roberto Villa Olivas.
Angela Balalong. Max Headley.
Chanyong Lee.
Dina Damaris Sanchez.
Fatima Vianney Cruz. Christina Saya.
Angela Munoz.
Nathan Hoa Sayala. Michelle Carrera. Svea Millet C. Wakino.
Diana Lazo.
Rashani Ann Fernando.
Claudia M. Bistrain. Rivka F. Batlin. Haley Hawtaw.
Tina Ying Zhao. John Ann Tsar.
Aidan Guthrie.
Biki Lin.
Rani Zhu. Darren Wang.
Maggie Lee.
William Adatama.
Sachil Verma.
Jason Huynh. Alejandro Segarra. Christopher Charles Cooper.
Claude Ricardo Vargas.
Diego Calderon Guerra.
Andres Martinez Pace.
Elizabeth Brunkhorst.
Ramsha Khan.
Christopher Ryan Cortez. Shruti N. Chakalingam.
Trin T. Nguyen.
Nick Downs.
E. Nu Win.
Kate Elizabeth Becker.
Kimberly Aylin Robledo Mendoza.
Karen Paula Arroyo.
Jessica Soperito.
Ariana Munoz Sinclair. Yiwen Liao. Giselle I. Perez.
Sydney Reese Julian. Anna Louise Barcelos. Josie Clark Steinmetz. Aditi Hegde. Jenna Alawi. Jess Alvarenga. Marie Kodal.
Miranda Gao Zhou. Michael Yang.
Hao Shen Jiang. Samira J. Abed. Alexandra Cisneros Carey.
Sage Noel Kearney.
Cobrina E. Bosloff.
Dana Price. Jack Atticus Morrissey.
Layla Gail Chamberlain. Benjamin Michael Backrack.
Vivian Tong. Jeremy Tong.
Sergio D. Pineda Flores.
Austin Darnell.
Cameron McBride.
Duncan Kadedu.
Alec Shalley.
Nadia Ali. Nilab Habib.
Jesus Noe Serna.
Amber Romero Andrade. Ella Margaret Colbert. Mariam Aladdin Eldib. Tyler Halleck.
Ethan Unse Yim.
Luke Hong. Victor Chan. Selena Sherry Chow. Carlos Octavio Jimenez.
Rosetta Wong.
David Jeffrey Palais. Ryan Zarir Marawala. Alicia Ong. Julia Matthews.
William Bassett.
Monice Victoria Wong. Monique Trinidad Rojas.
Mel Octaviano Rosal.
Chelsea Eras Frias. Susana Cuevas. Kwaje N. Johnson. Makeo L. Hart Capik. Sameh Dubé. Richard Harrington.
Travis Willem Morrissey.
Joshua Chin. Jacqueline D. Choi.
Sayan Ray Chaduri.
Natalie Kim. Yosub Kim.
Dean Welliver, Charles P. Yunfang, Jingshun Chu,
Yiting Huang, Tianshu Tia Hang,
Tanat Wanishpipat,
Cade Pargorn Sharkarawade,
Bing Zhang, Yang Yang,
Nan Ho,
Kami Kawawa Badan.
Jasmine Ureno Diaz, Isabella Francesca Shipley,
Sean Kieran O'Hara.
Conrad M. Brenneman, Logan Howard, Annie Huang, Matthew L. DePhillips,
Jimmy Wessener,
Kara M. Chuang, Alyssa M. Collins, Hope Mackenzie Cooper,
Christian Miranda Simeon,
Benjamin Lamphere.
Sambo Chet,
Diana Rivera,
Faye Kwan.
Connor William Smith,
Jason Eric Fisher,
Yui O. Jesse Lee.
Emma Sanchez, Haranandan Shrikant,
Sean Dooher,
Kelly M. Lynn.
Jeannie Herrera, Rosa D. Beltran,
Johnson James Konurothinkle. Aditya Peshin. Francesco Piccoli. Carlos Nunez.
Melanie Asor, Miguel Fernandez Montes Cuberta, Felipe Fernandez Cardoso Marcelino, Ravi Bandia, Demi Ibrahim,
Nicholas Swenson, David L. Tundro,
Sean Marshall Spitzbart.
Eric Stern,
Ross Alexander, Justine Caladiao, Joshua Jordan, Riley Kathleen Allridge, Sarah Daniela Castro,
Nikolai Prawn.
Julie Yee, Ashley Shu,
Pascal Rafael Garcia Monpetit,
Ryan Salmasi,
Nina Hannah Isani,
Sophie Dorani,
Ariana Edamodi,
Jacob Schroeder, John Rubenacker,
Connor Joseph Padilla Brogan,
Monica F. Sizer,
Cynthia Janae Lopez,
Eliza Brooks, Martina Broussard Sandoval, Kenneth Cruz,
Danielle Moreno, Indra Mar,
Katrina M. Rodriguez, Keshav Rao, Kaushik Sankar, Amik Gurmukh Singh,
Mobeen Beria,
Sheila Sharifzad, Golbu Rahbari,
Lauren Enriquez,
Nan Tian,
Adriana Contreras Sandoval,
Alan Lee, Shanal Drehan Monarachi, Alessandro Nunez,
Matthew E. Alvarado,
Allison Ling, Claire Shan Lee,
Haruka Anakido, Tiger Fu,
Jeffrey Wang, Kai Yue Wang,
Daniel J. Dahala,
Edlin Rodriguez,
Kylie Marie Yeaman.
Nicholas K. Koech, Sam Moore,
Sapir M. Taheri,
Fiona Y. Chung,
Hannah Tongthaworn,
Miranda Chen,
Raminghui Ni, Lu Tong Lee,
Tianrei Reina Zhang,
Moyan Chen,
Fang Shu,
Taoyu Han,
Bradley Scherfheim, Candace Yi,
Elaine Chung,
Eric Liu,
Lazar H. Hersey,
Sung Yeon Park,
Sarah Cavan, Stuti Bansal, Deepika Chandra Mohan, Apurva Shrikant Dabak,
William Christopher Moon, Truck Ann Gwynn,
Maximilian Scher,
Clara DiMartel, Rafael Andres Felix Mendez.
Jessica Lindsay.
Danny Toth.
Yeori Alcaraz Bermudez.
Giselle K. Salibi.
Lauren M. Hickman.
Zifeng Yu. Logan A. Woodruff. Alexander Yi.
Amy Hung. Grace Chitt.
Jason Young.
Danyon Price.
Gael R. Flores. Luis Acosta Linares. Hajer Zohal Gauss.
Kristen Powen.
Joseph H. Thadigsman.
Graham W. Hughes.
Edwina Wong.
Phyo Phyo Ong. Hector Galvez.
Min Jae Lee. Devin Lazardi. Albert Koo.
Yitang Zhang.
Michelle Fernando Camalage. Peter A. Hennerau.
Vivian A. Tong.
Fernanda Giselle Juarez de Santiago.
Yesenia I. Pinon Perez. Summer H. Kailani. Emily Rose Kleinfelder. Min Hong Nguyen.
Simran Thin. Elizabeth Saul.
Kaylee Alexandra Popovich.
Justice N. De Los Santos. Xuanye He. Chung Young Hao.
Yunfei Pan.
Bolun Du. Alejandra E. Benitez. Alexander W. de Frondeville.
German Perea Lopez.
Vebav Bhatt.
Alexandria Marina Myri.
Jordan Yi.
Ashley Grace Capistrano Huron. Stu Burgess. Sadie Eliza Bennett.
Holly Rose Ulicki.
Alexis S. Pintoran.
Kaylee Green. Mary Cordero.
James Parks. Christy Lee. Karthik Kalyanaraman. Benjamin Pust. Joshua Kaiser.
Alexander Lazaroff Alpi.
Ricardo Rubio.
Stephanie Nicole Garcia. Andrew Hu.
Howard Zahao Mao. Madeline Leagi.
Rhiannon Y. Bogart Mandrick. Giselle Aguayo Ramirez.
Ning Yi Zhang.
Zibo Lin.
Jing Yi Shu. Lu Jie Yang.
Mingyu Li.
Jin-In Guo. Yiming Ding. Asia Nicole Fireball. Spencer K. Gowan.
Camille Stephanie Stanton.
Keikoa Lopez Pagullo.
Lujane Al-Saleh. Nava Nasrabadi. Asal Fortani Ali Abad.
Elizabeth Rosfakti.
True Wen.
Celine Angelia Helene.
Alejandro Daniel Sanchez. Joseph C. Kubwe Ye.
Kelly Jordan Cochran.
Richard Miranda. Jocelyn I. Maldonado.
Mark Anthony Flores.
Sean Hue Luong. Anand Kumar. Catherine Lowe. Francois Lemaitre.
Daniel Grimshaw.
Brazos Donahoe.
Eric Allen Burkowski. Jocelyn Chang. Kate M.
Destiny Salcedo Mota.
Christopher McKay.
Rui Qing Shang.
Matthew Kyle Colbert. Ryan Bennett. Claire Darling.
Nanette Park. Emma P. Murphy.
Madeline Skinner.
Gabriella Moreland.
Claire Daisy Yu.
Martin Minsuk Kim.
Sarah H. Farouk. Anisa Fatima Chowdhury. David Bedeka. Sofia Alejandra Amaro Gonzalez.
Karina Araceli Martin.
Francisco Jose Robles Rocha.
Catherine Hawthorne. Aaron Michael Hall. Zilun Gong.
Talia Zalipsky.
Jacob Andrew Labowitz.
Hao Ting Yan.
Daniela Estela Alvarado. Charlene Jin. Robert Castro. Knox Wyatt Hollister.
Ha-Young D.O.
Tyler Cho.
Eugene Lee.
Ashita Sharma.
Jae-Shing Liu.
Yi Gai.
Gabriela Picado Aguilar.
Kanad Diadar. David Babayan. Christina D. Clark. Stephanie Clark.
Rosa Corona Silva.
Ji Lee.
Ye Jun Woo.
Yinfang Gao. Christopher Hollabetz. Preston V. Damron Hall. Daniel Milad Janbei.
Henry Zhang. Grant Shamada.
Francesco Dalla Rica.
Livana Zhang. Charlie R. Velasco Ariza.
Mawish Moazam. Nina Clemens Amazonia Puget.
Sabyata Sharma. Adam Satariano.
Cliff On. James Christopher Coleman.
Nia Musakani.
Rohan Janjunwala.
David Alexander Molina.
Angela B. Drexler. Juan Carlos Curiel.
Vincent Navarro.
Diego Romero Evans.
Brenda Elizabeth Chavez. Lauren Tess Garcia. Bear W. Goodson.
Jasmine Yong. Tasneem Talman.
Jack Coyle. Pranav Jandiala.
Allison L. Sprague. Tiffany R. Robles.
Osmar Coronel.
Catherine O'Brien.
Madhav K. Soni.
Fiona Faraday Bach. Noe Diaz. Robin Keel Cassatt Johnstone.
Vasuda H. Maya.
Brendan Wong. Arjun B. Savell. Nicholas Z. Ree. Andres Villatura Benitez.
Eddie Knutson.
Rong Na Huang.
Marissa Pauline Reed.
Salma Itzel Gomez Inzunza. David Friesen.
Alec Harrington McKernan Mullen. Andrew Lowe.
Chi Zhang.
Michael Horton.
Christian Sunderland.
Evaristo Ariola Munoz.
Sean Kenny.
Scout Hanford. Sam Chu.
Jason Lan.
Zoe Hangju.
Shada Kanji.
Spencer Mowdy Hill.
Emmanuel E. Prunty.
Kira Spreenberg Bronsums.
Camila Leal.
John M. Hunsinger.
Jenna Wade. Angel Robles.
John H. McLeod.
Maya Gloria Berlin Udi. Laura Dev. Briston Scalzo Jones. Natasha Gull.
Megmeek Karapichan.
James A. Hanenian.
Victor Tokaito Lam.
Yan Kyung Woo.
Lee Tsiong Yen. Walker Lachlan.
Odali De Sena. Bela E. Ariza. Claire Elizabeth Costelli. Zara Albasha.
Megan Elizabeth Vandervoort.
Isabel Groth. Dylan Arsenault.
Xiao Yuan Zhang.
Cindy Choi.
Hang Zhou.
Ruihan Chen. Mateen Bikaran.
Jan Mark Land Jr.
Yuan Rong Han. Wei Jiang Guan.
Meng Wu.
Zachary Cotton.
Jason Jia Hao Ju.
Susurel Grace T. Canaveral.
Rohit Papu.
Ben Chang.
Alexandra Marie Perkins. Evan K. Larson.
Marta Delgado Lombardo. Elizabeth Bobrovnikov. Jesse Kaya Fabianic. Adelaide Cahill.
Ruo Shi Shang.
Ashley
Arsh Zahed. Alexander C. Wu.
Oscar Che.
Wyatt Walsh.
Antonio Ciudad Casafranca. Khadijah Flowers.
Raven Liu.
Crystal Suyan An.
Justin Shan.
Charlotte A. Favre.
Xiao Yu Wang.
Fayaz R. Ahmed.
Ashley O'Neill. Gopalakrishnan Masalamani. Neda Karimi. David Park. Jennifer Lee.
Felix De Rosen. Ming U Chi.
Moraldeep Singh Hardeep Singh Sachdeo. Zhang Nun Yu. Christopher Richard Reese.
Janelle Lines. Juhi Nandwani.
Tatiana Sierra Ferras. Christian Michael Sclafani.
Yassine Nasser.
Joshua Wayne Romo.
Harry G. Kit Lam. Baljot Kaur.
Anushta Sharma.
Elias A. Fischel. Anna Harbison.
Melanie Soto. James Zhu.
Dinesh Parimi. Shivam D. Patel.
Sitara Reddy Bellam.
Simar Kaur. Yarani Prabhakaran.
Rohini Sivayanadasan.
Zara Patel. Madison R. Nelson.
Belinda Hernandez. Maribel Juarez Vargas. Kenya Duran. Carla G. Fernandez.
Elizabeth Renee Rivera. Ria Sui Singh.
Daniel Chu.
Emily Nguyen.
Timothy Zhao. Lulu Wang.
Joseph Elias Alhalak. Daniel Hirschfield.
Celia Rodriguez.
Margaret Elizabeth Gary. Sitlali Correa. Mashad Badi. Jamie Campbell.
Chan Pong Lai. Akshata Muralidhar.
Andres A. Franco Valiente.
Edmund Teta Nar.
Jingwei Zhang.
Tsi Ching Janice Lai.
Jesse Gross.
Patrick A. Yorgaitis. Tiffany Unsulangi.
Darian Caton. Diller Kavdar. Alina Bishki.
Elsa Yang.
Abhinav Deshmukh.
Caleb Carmel.
Justin James Gudalano Donato. Kimberly Ferry.
Daisy O'Mahony.
Shalina Bulchanani.
Mohammed Reza Sadeghi.
Eric Hernandez Romero.
Ali Amir Malik.
Kevin Chan.
Joseph Wien. Ming-Young Lo.
Megan Xochitl Espinoza. Yidan Gao.
Rehan Chao. Dyrus John. Li Chang Yu.
Mariana Olivo Urbina.
Hillary Huang.
Junyu Lei.
Yanatan Hartajo Syriadana. Shu Ting Xie.
Alex Bondarenko.
By the authority vested in me by the President of the University of California, I grant you the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Arts, Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science. Congratulations. Now members of the Cal Jazz Choir will lead you all in singing Hail to California.
Hail to California, alma mater dear. Sing the joyful chorus, sounded far and near. Bowing round her banner, we will never fail. California, alma mater. Hail, hail. Queen in whom we're blue. Over all the we shall sure prevail. California, alma mater. Hail, hail. Go Bears!
Thank you again for attending the class of 2020 commencement ceremony. Congratulations to the graduates and their families. Please remain in your seats until the recessional has been completed. We wish you all a pleasant and safe evening. Go Bears!